If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. Yeah. broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday. On this Monday, man, y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional trial hauls, y'all know we got Music Monday, which this is what this is today. Y'all definitely smash that like button. Sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it's free to sign up. Or, of course, we can continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, and, of course, we're going to be talking sneakers pretty much around the clock over there. So pretty much also I post my on feet pics in there, so if you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, pretty much sign up for that sold out Discord, man. But Music Monday, man, where we pretty much take a slight break just from sneakers, man. Pretty much, it's been kind of quiet sneaker wise, anyway. I mean, we've been getting drops, but nothing like super duper like wow, right? Okay, I mean, we've been having a few wow factors, but this year definitely different for sneakers, man. As you can tell across the board, right down from just like literally YouTube, right, and social medias and posts. But anyway, Music Monday, man. We're gonna keep it simple here. So we're definitely gonna be talking Lil Nas X. Pretty much, he got hit with 4 felonies for, I guess, streaking, right? Okay, I already know. I haven't even read the article, or looked into it. But if I had to guess, a decent exposure is going to be probably the biggest issue here. So we're going to touch on that tonight. No pun intended. Pause, because that's not my intentions. But we're going to be talking about that. Even though I kind of borderline don't really want to cover it, because I feel like maybe he did it for, you know, a little bit of an attention. You know what I mean? And my thing is this, dog. If you're trying to do all this for an album rollout, you've done way more, you know, creative things, I should say. Maybe he just needed a free version or something like this. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? If I had to guess. So as y'all commenting out, definitely smash the like button. Also, we're going to be covering L.A. Reid losing an attorney in one of his cases that he's facing. And then we'll be talking Young Dolph murder. Pretty much not guilty. He was found not guilty. Pretty much, and let me clarify this. This is the guy that's supposed to be that's orchestrated the whole situation, right? Okay. And then we'll talk a little bit of Joe Budden and Cardi B, which I think I'll start there because I feel like that one I can get through very quickly. Then we'll go, I'm going to work it in reverse for sure. I'll go, pretty much we're going to go Joe and Cardi B. Then we'll go L.A. Reid. We'll go Dolph. And then we'll go with Lil Nas X. Or I may close out with Dolph and then go into Lil Nas X next, man. So, or pretty much, yeah. So Joe and Cardi, L.A. Reid, Lil Nas, and we'll close out with Dolph. You know what I mean? Because some telling me I have a lot to say about that one. I could probably do the whole live on Young Dolph situation, you know, to begin with. You know what I mean? But let's just go and start here. Joe versus Cardi B. Looks like he's got something to say against her song. I want to say she dropped about 2 or 3 weeks ago, which is the Imaginary Players, which is a play off of Jay-Z's song. Now, this is my thing, too, what I've been saying about Cardi for years, and probably a lot of us. They put a lot of pressure on her, man, to, you know, drop a next hit. And this is probably, if I had to guess, right? Whole live, a legend on an opinionated base. If I had to guess, this is why Nicki probably got a problem with Cardi, right? Let's keep it real. They are apples and oranges when it comes to female rap. Would it be great for them to work together and really, you know, kill it? Sure. But here's a problem where I think Nicki has a problem with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, she, you know, it's no secret that Cardi uses writers, right? And that's okay, I guess. But in hip hop, it's different. Like in R&B, I feel like every genre gets a pass about having writers, except for hip hop. Right? It looks like we got Slayer in the building. Says, what up, Sneaker Squad 100? What up, Slayer? Y'all smash that like button as y'all coming out. But it's my thing. I feel like every genre of music gets a pass for having writers, if they do, except for hip hop and rap. So Cardi, thing is, right? We already know she's always looking for writers. That's a check. That's okay. And sure, there's probably a lot of people that have used writers and they don't really speak on it. That's the point of being a ghost writer. But now you get that information. Now that we have social media and internet at an all-time high, that information doesn't stay secret for long or ghost for long. No pun intended here. So that's one. And I'm not saying this is Joe's problem, but that's my thing with Cardi. So everything that she drops, like her bigger hits, like her biggest hits, to me, right, that I know of, and I don't listen to everything, so I could be wrong, but my thing is this: her biggest hits are like based off of play off somebody else, like that Bodak Yellow. That's literally because that's like Kodak. Basically, you know, if Kodak didn't make the song originally, would Cardi B's song be here? Right? That's my thing. What? Let me put it this way: if, and no disrespect, and this is probably what people are trying to say without saying it, right? If Kodak didn't pop off, right, and make his song, which we got Bodak Yellow off of that, because rumors is Kodak gets paid off of that as well. But if he didn't do what he did, would she be here on this level, or would she still be with Love and Hip Hop? Because I remember when she was in Love and Hip Hop with the crooked teeth. She don't fix all that now. She ain't bad. She never been bad though. You know what I'm saying? I would have always slid if I'm gonna keep it real. But on mode though, this is my thing. If Kodak didn't do what he had to do, or he didn't do what he did, would she have made her hit? Now, this is where it comes full circle, and probably where a lot of people are coming in, like Imaginary Players, that Jay-Z song. Cool, same melody, same everything, you know. So obviously she had to get approval and the samples and this, that, and the third. So you're using a sample and you're doing it. And it's the thing too, I know what you're probably thinking, right? Well, a lot of like music artists use samples off of other people's songs. Yes, right? We've seen it right down to Trick Daddy using Ozzy Osbourne type of theme songs, right? But he totally did a whole different song. You can tell that's the beat and they sampled it to help their beat, but it didn't. And you know, that happens all the time in hip hop. We can go down to rabbit holes who's guilty of that. Kanye's done that time and time again, but you got to bring something different to the table. This is my thing. To me, right, listening to Imaginary Players, it just sounds like literally a female Jay-Z, like she's saying pretty much everything that he was probably saying similar, but a female way. And that's okay if you're gonna do it for like a mixtape. And that's the thing, what happened to the mixtape grind? You know what I'm saying? That's a thing of the past now. It seems like I don't see too many artists, if I'm not tripping, they don't drop like mixtape, it's album or nothing now, you know what I'm saying, from what it seems like. For real, it seems like everything's an album now. Back in the day, we used to get so many mixtapes, and you know, you get in a span of what, 6 years? No, in a span of like what, 5 to 6 years, the artist may have dropped maybe a total of 3 albums, if that, maybe even 2, you know, or 4. That if they dropped 4, they were grinding. You know what I mean? Because you think about it, usually they would get signed to a 5-album deal. Now, not saying that still don't exist, but they have to find loopholes in this joint to say, like, it doesn't count as an album unless you drop it X amount of time apart. You know, I've seen artists get hit with that too. So I say all that to say, like, because me, I'd be like, why people used to be tripping? Like, just drop 5 albums of trash and then go do your own thing. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to wait time, and you don't want to lose your audience by dropping trash music just to get out of your deal. You know what I mean? So, again, I bring all that back to say we got one of Cardi's album, right? And I think this is supposed to be the number 2. But to be honest, they put so much pressure on her for doing another album. And I'm like, if you do it, I'm a firm believer. If you do it right, you know what I'm saying? Like album-wise, right? If you do it right, you don't have to drop that. You know, you can go. There's plenty of successful artists who have only dropped one album and they're eating forever. You know what I'm saying? I was also taught if you do it right the first time, you might not have to do it again. And maybe that's where Cardi could be at. You know, maybe she did it right the first time. You know what I'm saying? But now I say all that to say, I would like to hear her do some originality. You know what I'm saying? And I don't listen to all her music, so I'm sure she has. But like her bigger hits, it just seems like it reminds me of something else. You know, you gotta be in your own lane, and maybe that's where Nicki be coming in, because if you think, I could think of a lot of Nicki hits where it was no sampling at all. She does have some samples too, but hers is completely different. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't sound like the stuff she sampled. You know what I'm saying? Like Cardi's Imaginary Player sounds like basically like it. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't have. I'll put it this way: if I had to guess, you know, I almost feel like I can sing along. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she didn't bring nothing different to the table. You know what I'm saying? It just really made us go, why? And think about this also. I also looked where pretty much once Imaginary Players dropped, pretty much Jay-Z's song Imaginary Players went right after that and skyrocketed and got back on the charts again. You know what I'm saying? That's because it reminded you so much of that. It didn't, you know, and that probably was going to happen whether she did something completely different or not. But let me share my screen here. I'm going to go over the first article. Boom, real quick, and then we'll transition on to L.A. Reid, and then we'll go to Lil Nas X, and then we will talk Young Dolph. You know, R.I.P. to Young Dolph, by the way. It says Joe Budden blasts Cardi B's Imaginary Players, says some beats should stay untouched, especially if you're not gonna bring nothing different to the table. If you're gonna keep it real. Manny with the kicks in the building says, "Yerp, what up, Manny's? What up? What up? What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out." But I kind of agree with Joe, man. Some stuff you just don't touch. It's kind of like movies, right? Think about this. I hate whenever one movie's done perfectly, and then they try to make a sequel, and it's like usually the sequels and whatever the trilogies and whatever it's called after that, they usually don't hit the same as the original. You know what I'm saying? Even if you think about, we can take it back to these movies as old as Coming to America. They made it Coming to America 2. I really wish they wouldn't have. And I barely seen that one. You know what I'm saying? That one is kind of one of those, if it's a happy ever after story, y'all didn't really leave the door open. So I feel like when they do this, they're stretching it. You know what I'm saying? That's just my guess. Some movies that should have got more out of it, it would have been good. You know, like Fridays, now we're getting Last Friday, or I think it's this Friday After Next or something like that. We had that one. We had Friday After Next, and then we got Next Friday. Or no, we had Friday, Next Friday, Friday After Next, and this one, I don't know if this was like Last Friday or what. That's usually what it's gonna be, I think. Don't quote me. I know they did get he got the budget. He's probably getting the plan together or what have you. But yeah, let me continue through this. It says Joe Budden has weighed in on Cardi B's latest single, Imaginary Players, and he isn't holding back, which I don't blame him on this one, but you know, Joe is just known for controversies. It says on a new episode of the Joe Budden podcast, the veteran rapper turned podcaster critiqued Cardi's decision to sample Jay-Z's classic Imaginary Players, arguing that the song Legacy made it the wrong canvas for her delivery. My thing is, I don't think it's a bad song. I just don't see where the creativity is on it. I actually do like it. When I was listening to it in the gym, I don't hate it, but at the same time, it's kind of one of those, like, once I listened to it, I never went back to search it or anything or look it up. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I did go play Jay-Z's version a few more times than I would normally would. You know? Slayer says, I hope Last Friday lives up to the hype. It's going to be a tough one. In my opinion, and this may not be Cube's fault, sometimes too, I feel like sometimes they wait a little too long to make something that we had wanted years ago. You know, I get it this way. If you wait too long to drop something that we've been anticipating, whether it was official or not, it's kind of one of those, the generations we grow and get older. You know, we're going to check it out, but at the same time, like, we're always gonna compare it to the best, and that we can bring this right back to Cardi too. That's why so much pressure probably for her to drop this second album is because it's gotta, if it don't live up to the first, you know, everybody's got something to say. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. So if you think about these Fridays, nothing. I don't care how many Fridays we get. We got 3 so far. Nothing compares to the first Friday. Knowing the very, very first one with Chris Tucker. Now, I know we're supposed to be getting them back and this and a third, but, I mean, we also got characters that are no longer alive that's in that movie. You know what I mean? Bernie Mac, R.I.P., you know? Who else that I'm thinking of that I can think of? I think Debo, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P., if I'm not mistaken, right? And then who else? We got Pops. I know John Witherspoon. He's no longer with us. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P., you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very interesting, you know, how we incorporate that. And then, in general, a lot of the characters have just gotten older, you know? Let's see, Man of the Kick says, Cardi B should think about being a comedian instead of doing music in my opinion. Chill, dog. Hey, come on, dog. I think she does all right. You know, she just think, you know, she not doing something that anybody else can't do, because if you think about this, I could have probably did my own version of Jay-Z's and rapped his own style, but just might put it this way. If I would have rapped over Imaginary Players, sounding just like Jay, using his cadence, using his flow, but using my words interchangeably, I couldn't drop that song. You know what I mean? He wasn't going to approve that. And even if he did, I'm pretty sure it was a price that I probably couldn't afford, you know? Not to take shots at Cardi or nothing. It says, and this is what Joe Budden says, she shouldn't do that again, Budden said. Don't take any East Coast top 3, 4 rapper beat classic song and redo that. We're gonna shout out to the writers. The writers killed it. This is not about the writers. The bars are there. That wasn't enough. So again, Joe Budden's already accusing her of writing as well. You know what I'm saying? Again, let me read through the rest of it. It says, Budden explained that while Cardi's lyrics held up, her execution didn't match the weight of Jay-Z's original that delivery, those punchlines, how choppy that was. Imaginary players for your that wasn't there. Hove, when they dropped that was much better rapper than that. Yeah, says Hove when that dropped was a much better rapper than that. This is true because he is being known as one of the GOATs as well. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Slayer says, "Man of the Kicks got me dead." Devon says, "Hollywood gets to Lil Nas X." We're gonna cover him in a second. Pause. It says, "It was just fly because of the cadence and how the flow and what he was saying. His aurora, his voice, control. Cardi is in the same pitch, same tone, exactly, and that's what I'm trying to say here. Same choppy and not smooth. Bars are there, but this is not the beat for that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really knock him for this. Let me see if I can play this audio real quick from the, I guess this is X. Let me see if I can get the audio right real quick. Quick little, see if I can get the audio going here. Let's see if we can play this. Let me see.
Feels free. Cardi was
killed.
Oh, this is 9 minutes long.
That's a killing?
I don't think he said that.
I don't know if I said killing. I think she did all right.
Me and Imani were basically like good bars, not good delivery. Other people said the delivery was good and they thought she came strong. I thought you were kind of in the middle of that. Like
I wasn't mad at it. I think
wasn't mad at the record.
What's Joe Budden's take on it?
She shouldn't do that again.
Which part?
Don't do that again.
Do what? Do the record.
Don't take any East Coast top 3-4 rapper beat classic song and redo that, because Imani was right. Even it's given remnants of that because of the flow and the emulation and the pocket and what you did. We're gonna shout out the writers. The writers killed. This is not about the writers.
Okay, cool. Pretty much what I just read. I agree. That actually, I like this song. I like delivery. I'm not gonna play it here because yeah, I'm not even gonna do that. Cardi beats Imaginary Players on Biggie Smalls, Junior Mafia's Get Money. So again, I'm not gonna play all this because they could easily like get me like a flag on this joint. But I agree with Joe Budden is saying on this joint. You know what I'm saying? Again, good song, but I just feel like it's already been done. You know what I mean? And I just want to leave it at that. So, you know, it could be easy that. Yeah, so fair use. Appreciate that in the comment section. Let me see real quick. Devon says, we said it. Cardi is a one-hit wonder, and that's okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, even if that's true, I'm not going to say I agree or disagree, but even if that turns out to be the case, that's all it takes sometime. You know what I'm saying? If you do it right, all you need is one hit. You know what I'm saying? What's the dude that make that song that's living on forever? He's eating forever. The dude who made, I think it's Sir Mix-a-Lot. It's like, I like big, and I'm gonna lie. You other brothers can't deny. That song, like, you know what I'm saying? You know that? That's a timeless classic song. We don't know any, and if we do know any of other songs, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? More than that one. So that one you've seen in movies, you've seen across the board, everything. He did it right. You know what I'm saying? One song. And Cardi B's did a whole album, so that's a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you do it right, you only need one hit. If you keep it real here. Let me react real quick. Man of the Kick says, she hella funny though, Slayer. Devon says, fair use. Appreciate that, Devon. Man of the Kick says, Slayer and Devon salutes 100 with the strong arm emojis. Devon says, the song is good, but it just didn't hit the same. True. I agree. Says, Lumni one hit self is gonna live on forever. Yeah, I remember that joint. Yeah, I'm not gonna sing it, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know what you're talking about. It says during his explanation, Joe Budden even played an alternative fan edit circulating on X where Cardi's vocals were laid over Junior Mafia's Get Money instrumentals, which he said sounded much better. He says, that's because Get Money doesn't come with the flow and the aura. It's very different. He's explained. It's only the Imaginary Players beat that's making her sound like she shouldn't be on here. I used to have a rule when I was rapping, some beats just stay on. It says some beats just stay. You got it. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do that. So maybe this is the Get Money joint right here. So I'm going to play fair use real quick. I'm going to just play this one. I'm not going to play all, but I just want to hear a little sample of the joint. Hopefully YouTube don't really flag me for this one. Let's get it. Let's just play this.
Nah, I spit that other shit. Pretty motherfucker shit. Cardi B every...
Actually, would have probably rather hear this one right here. Get money. I think she should have stayed on this one.
Platinum, not the other bitch. Whatever you was gonna pay her, you gotta double it. Glory hole. Bitches don't know who they fucking with. Their money, my stocks and share money. Your booking fees, my makeup and hair money.
Yeah, I think she should have stayed on this joint. I like this one. Slayer says, Lil Nas walking through Old Town Road. Chill. Let's see. Cardi needs to make a song. Cardi needs to make a song called "Let Jay-Z Down." Hey, chill, dog. Chill. And I know what you're getting at. Like, who is it? That was what's old buddy? Because he ain't put out nothing in a minute too. J. Cole when he said, "I let Nas down." I remember that. Let's see where we at. Divine says, "What up, Manny?" Let's see.
Bitches say I think I'm the shit. And just know you bitches can't live. I got the hottest shit. Hop out, popping me. They say I walk around looking like a cop.
I like this because I feel like this would have been a good song if she would have did this and let Reid, Lil Kim get on the joint and kill it too. That's because you know what I'm saying. More female women artists need to work together. Man with the Kick says Slayer and Divine. I'm dead B. Let's see. Divine says, "What up, Slayer?" Let me play the rest of this because I like this.
Shut up, stop whining. Cardi still shining. Hoes kept complaining, so I cop more diamonds and more archive. Vintage couture on me. I got more gold TA than John Polly. Summer with cheeks out, winter is minks out. I buy grown man watches and make them take links out, bitch. I mean, it's really easy for me to talk this shit because I live this shit. I just gotta make it rhyme. Bitches, I leave them all fucked. Fist be balled up.
Yeah, I think they should have. They should have stayed on this. Dang, she let Biggie down too. Divine. Hey, that wasn't bad. Hey, that one wasn't bad, bro. That wasn't bad. Come on, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. I like that one over the Imaginary Players, but maybe because I'm a Biggie fan more than Jay-Z fan too. You know what I'm saying? So maybe. But Divine says she need a feature on that joint. That's what I said. Put Lil Kim on that joint. That would have got that official blessing that she was hoping for that she got from Jay-Z. And she would have did this, got the clearance from Puff or what have you, right? Okay, I'm pretty sure he would have co-signed it to get the bag. And then have Lil Kim on the feature? Dog, that would have went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Budden also suggested that the commentary around Cardi's new song wouldn't be as strong as if it had been released as a freestyle rather than a single for her new album. It says, despite Budden's feelings, Imaginary Players has Jay-Z single spiking in popularity. Spotify announced Ho's Classic saw a 305% increase in streams between August 15th through the 17th. And it says Complex return to Las Vegas. We got that part for the Complex horn joint. So let's go and transition on to what we're looking at right here. Let's go to L.A. Reid real quick. Quick little update on L.A. Reid real quick. It says L.A. Reid loses attorney representation in S.A. case. I just want to do a quick update on this one. Where we at real quick. Manny with the Kick says Cardi B and Lotto on that ain't she need Lil Kim. You can't get She need Lil Kim. You gotta go to the legend. That's a legendary beat. You need a legendary female artist on there. Get the Lil Kim feature. That's another thing too. Ladies Lil Kim should be in her feature bag like Wayne was at one point. Get it? You know what I'm saying? I think that would really set it off. If Lil Kim got back in the stew and rapped like how Biggie really motivated her to rap on all these young ladies, because the thing is, let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. In my opinion, right? Allegedly, right? Female hip hop sound the way that it sounds today due to Lil Kim. Period. Right? They all sound like, let me clarify this. No, they don't have that same rhythm in or whatever style, but their lyrics are definitely motivated off what Lil Kim was doing, right? Because if you think about it, if you look at like female artists like MC Lyte and Queen Latifah, they dope, super fire, but they not, Lil Kim brought something, she brought a different audience onto it. You know what I'm saying? She carried the game. And I feel like she should be featured on a lot more of these songs, seeing as how these are pretty much her daughters. You know what I mean? Let's just gonna keep it real. I mean, let's keep it 100. Nicki knows she influenced off Lil Kim. I don't care what nobody says. You know what I'm saying? That one was one of the weirdest ones of all time too. Where we at real quick? Let's see where we at real quick. Slayer says, even deaf people hated this. Hey, chill. Divine says, Lil Kim look like Miss Puff from SpongeBob with the plaque. Hey, that's fine. That come with the game. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But she still can get in her bag. Maybe that's another thing. She just, you know what I mean? I don't know. I still think she's still that artist, though. You know what I'm saying? She kills me when she does the little robot moves when she's on stage. You know what I'm saying? But she doing her thing. Long Beach Joe Justin, the builder says salute and respect to Polo in the chat. What up, Long Beach? What up? What up? What up? What up? Where we at real quick? Slayer says Biggie rolling over in his grave. Hey, man. Hey, chill, man. Yeah, going in. Long Beach says Lil Kim brought overly sexual lyrics with street talk as well. That was completely different for women. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. She brought that to the game. And that's why I feel like she should, I feel like she can get right back in her feature bag and go off. You know what I mean? AKA, she don't need to come with the concept of the song. Let the artist do all that. The younger artists do all that. You come in, get on the feature, see what they rapping about. You do your version and show them why you are the queen bee. And you back, you know you ain't never missing a beat. You know what I mean? Man of the Kick says, Lil Kim on the hook, I guess. Hey. Nah, I need her to rap. Lil Kim can rap. Lil Kim can rap. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. Man with the Kick says Divine with the skull face. Let's talk LA Reid real quick. Looks like it says the LaFace Records founder is accused of actually assaulting Drew Dixon. I'm saying it like that on purpose for YouTube purposes. It says music executive Antonio L.A. Reid is now set to face a high-stakes courtroom battle without legal counsel after his attorneys officially withdrew from his case. Wow. If I had to guess, he's going to ask for some more time to get some new attorneys. You know what I'm saying? Because reality is, one thing about the legal system, you can defend yourself, but 9 times out of 10, you want a legal counsel. Even lawyers have lawyers, you know what I mean? For whenever they can't defend, you want somebody that can back you up. Where we at real quick? According to Rolling Stone, Judge Jeanette A. Vargas signed off on an attorney withdrawal this week, citing unpaid fees that had piled up for over several months. Reid has not retained a new legal team, and as of the writing, he is representing himself in the proceedings. I'm sure that will change, but yeah, that'll do it. So case in point, guys, as a guy who's had several attorneys over the years, I think I've had a total of 6 different attorneys. I'm going to put it this way. They make it plain and clear. If you ain't got the bet, hey, they set out a fee and they want it. And when they ask for it, if you don't got it, they will not represent you. They will get asked to be put off the case. You know what I'm saying? Or they will drag it on, and usually the judge will sign off on it. So if you're not paying them, but also I would say this, right? Maybe there's a reason why L.A. Reid not paying them. You know what I mean? Because obviously and that's another thing too, man. Not the diss. I'm not saying there aren't good attorneys. I'm just saying they're very hard to find. I'll leave it right there. I'm going to read through the rest. It says, lawsuit was filed in late 2023 by Drew Dixon, a former Astra Records executive under New York's Adult Survivors Act, ASA in parentheses. In her claim, Dixon claims Reid actually assaulted her on 2 occasions in 2001, first aboard a private jet and later in a car while he was the CEO of Astra. So, again, I don't know if this is true or not, but this is what the claims are. It says, in addition to the assault allegations, she accuses him of derailing her career, alleging he blocked her from signing future stars such as Kanye West and John Legend. Reid has consistently denied the accusations. Before stepping away, his lawyers argued that while the ASA allows older ex-misconduct claims to be reviewed, it should not extend financial damages related to lost commissions or retaliation. They maintain that Dixon's claims about her career fell aside the lawyers intend to scope. Says the argument failed to persuade the court. On August 7, Judge Vargas rejected Reid's bid for a pre-trial summary judgment, meaning I'm guessing he's trying to get this done with. You know what I'm saying? Ruling that both assault claims and the career-related claims qualify for consideration under the SAA. With the decision, the case is cleared to proceed toward trial. The timelines are now set. A pretrial can set on August 25th, which that pretty much what is today. Yeah, so I'm assuming he's got to be asking for, some more time to get legal representation because, dog, if that's the day, I know you don't want to go in there by yourself. Followed by a full trial beginning September 8th. Without attorneys on record, Reid is expected to handle his own defense, which includes cross-examining witnesses and presenting arguments. Legal experts have noted the risk of self-representation in such a complex and emotional charge in the case. Yeah, they pretty much they always tell you, dog. Even if it's better you go ask for some help or go ahead and find you something versus nothing, dog. So I just want to put that out there too. A lot of people say that. So let's go ahead and transition on to this Lil Nas X story, and then we will wrap up with the Dolph situation for like the last 15 minutes. Kind of hate I had to cover this one, but he is a part of music. But Lil Nas X hit with 4 felony charges after allegedly attacking cops and roaming the streets in his underwear. In fact, I seen other videos on TMZ right here, and I'm not going to play this, and I don't care, but homie got completely naked. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Dog, this is ridiculous. So he was in his underwear, and then he got completely naked. So, again, some people are alleging that, is this or is that, but I don't see why you would ever want to do that. And even if you do, it's like, do that in the comfort of like your own like private area. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about pleasing, you can't walk around naked. That's like indecent exposure. Yeah, you're going to get some type of charge if you get caught by the cops, man. Which rumors is he went to the hospital first. And then they put him in the, they locked him in a jail cell. But I think he's made bail. Let me touch the chat real quick. Memory Kick says, Little Kim on the first verse and Cardi B on the second one, plus Lotto on the hook then. We don't need a Lotto. That's my boo. But I don't want let Cardi B and Lil Kim eat. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. Where we at real quick? It says, where we at? Lil Nas X is facing 4 felony charges following his naked stroll in the streets of Los Angeles last week and led to the encounter with police. TMZ reports that the Old Town Road rapper has been hit with 3 felony charges of battery with injury of a police officer and 1 felony charge of resisting an executive officer. Wow. So pretty much he got hit with all police charges. They didn't even hit him with the naked joint. Slayer says he's promoting that next album. Long Beach says, Polo said, don't talk about his boo. Hey, chill. But that is my boo, though. Where we at real quick? Let's see. Nas' legal name, Montario Lamar Hill, was arraigned Monday, August 25th. As reported by TMZ, he pled not guilty to the 4 charges, and his bail case has been set at $75,000, which I'm assuming he's got to pay 10%, so that's $7,500. As a part of his bail agreement, he has been ordered not to possess, use, or process illegal narcotics. He has been ordered to enroll in an outpatient program too. According to the initial report of the incident, Nas charged at police officers when they responded to calls claiming he had appeared to be high on drugs. How much time is Lil Nas X facing behind bars is he's found guilty? A felony charge of battery with an injury on a police officer carries a maximum sentence of 3 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000, which, while resisting exclusive order, carries a maximum sentence of 3 years in prison or probation. So, all in all, rough math, that's 6 years if I'm not mistaken. So 3 years, and then I guess this is the maximum is 3 years on this one. Maximum, yeah, so 6 years. It says if convicted on all 4 counts. But yeah, you got to do that math too. The guy's 6, but he got 4 counts of the shit. So yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I mean, Easily. No. So 3, 6, 9, 12. My bad. I totally did the math wrong. So you're doing 3 times 4. If convicted on all 4, Nas could face up to 12 years in prison unless the battery with the injury charges are served concurrently, which he probably, the judge, even if he gave him the max, I think would what? We cut that in half. Say that's like what? 6 years? Yeah. It'll just let it run concurrently so he could get out in 6 years. Good behavior, probably 3. But he's probably not going to get all that, right? It says, what is the viral video of Lil Nas? The rapper was seen in a video walking on Ventura Boulevard at approximately 4 a.m. when he interacted with a passerby who recorded a video of him. He wore matching white cowboy boots and underwear in a clip and repeatedly told the person to head to the party. He also threatened to throw the person's phone away and placed a traffic cone on his head. After there are other videos of Lil Nas X before his arrest. It says shortly after his arrest, surveillance footage surfaced online showing Nas X wandering around shirtless outside the Short Stories Hotel in Hollywood wearing cowboy hat and the same boots he was seen in the other video. Another video later surfaced the time that he was showing the rapper completely nude and rapping Nicki Minaj Monsterverse. TMZ tweeted a video on Monday, August 25th, showing Nas in court where his primary hearing was set for September 15th. So we'll see if we can play this one real quick. I want to say fair use. Hopefully this is not the video of him walking around like naked, because if it is, I'm going to cut it off. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what we got real quick. Let's see. So this is a 2-minute video. I guess this is where he in jail. Oh, this him in jail. Damn. Fair use, by the way. Fair use, by the way, just saying that. I guess this is him basically like in court, but they keep him behind bars. Wow. Hold on, wait. Manny said that my sister-in-law Polo. Come on, man. Chill. Chill. I wonder, can he hear them? I mean, yeah, he can. Yeah, okay. Wow. Wow. Well, dog, some stuff you can't do. You can't walk around doing what you want to do without expecting consequences. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm very curious if this is going to be like a rollout to an album or something, but I don't know if I want to take this route of rolling out an album. I mean, Cardi B is doing how I would anticipate it, right? You know what I'm saying? But let's go and transition to the last story for the night. We're talking Young Dolph. Looks like the person that was supposed to be orchestrated this has been found not guilty. So it says Young Dolph, alleged killer, found not guilty. Now, this is posted August 22nd. So we just found out about this right here. RP to Young Dolph. I want to throw that out there, by the way. Let's get through this one. It says Young Dolph's alleged killer, Hernandez Govin, has been found not guilty of being behind the late rapper's murder. Govin was accused by prosecutors of being the mastermind behind the hit back in 2021, but the jury clearly disagreed and returned a not guilty verdict after just 3 hours. It says, speaking after he was released, Govan said, "Thank you to the jury for them getting this right and getting my life back. I knew in my heart I was innocent. Without God, I don't even think I would have made it this far. I'm just happy to be free." So check this out too. Ironically, you guys watch YouTube just like me. Obviously, Vlad already got the first interview of homie and looks like he's making his rounds to do all the podcasts and stuff like that. So I'm telling me there's a bag behind that. You know, if I had to guess. Manny says, for everyone eat better, and Polo, director, the music video. Come on, man. Hey, chill. Chill. Where we at real quick? He says, he added, it's kind of hard to explain the feeling of getting your life back just from 12 people. I'm just blessed, and I'm just ready to see my son. It feels great. It just feels like I've been born again. I get a chance to restart my life and do some positive things. One person, Justin Johnson, has been convicted. Yeah, one person, Justin Johnson, has been convicted on the murder of Dolph and subsequently sentenced to life in prison. Johnson initially sought a new trial, a move that got an emotional reaction from Dolph's fiance. It says, Mia Jane took to Instagram through her Black Man Deserve to Grow Old streetwear brand to react to Johnson's motion. Let's see, alongside a screenshot of the new headline, Jay wrote, "It's frustrating. She said, it's infuriating to see the person who took our loved one's life now seeking a new trial over insufficient evidence. Their arrogance feels like a cruel joke to me and my loved ones." She added, "We don't let the deadler us. We will keep the fighting of justice and honor the memory of Adolph," and it's got pretty much heart emoji. It was reported that Johnson was seeking a new trial because of the dispute over the evidence that was used in court. So this is the guy that has been known as one of the shooters. The motion was later denied, though. Says another suspect, Shondell Barrett, was also arrested earlier this year, but the released a day later due to the clerical error on the part of the police, leading to the charges being dropped. So it looks like Johnson is the only one that's kind of like coming falling short on this one. Says during the investigation of Justin Johnson's, Shondell Barrett was found with Justin Johnson at the time of his arrest in Indiana. A statement from the district attorney explained, based on this and other facts, a task force officer with U.S. Marshals determined there was probate cause to charge Burnett with accessory with after the fact, and the arrest warrant was issued as a part of the standard procedure. As the investigations progressed, the DA's office determined that Burnett was not involved in the case and chose not to pursue charges, indicating the charge would be withdrawn. However, a delay in recalling the warrant left it active in the system. This clerical error has now been resolved, and the charges against Burnett has been dropped, officially dismissed. Wow. So pretty much they're looking like they're having a hard time figuring out who did what, man. So pretty much they got one guy because they caught him really, on this one. But this one right here was breaking news to me, and I was shocked when Hernandez was found not guilty on all charges of this. So pretty much now one of the things that people will put out there like, yo, what's your next move? He said he's getting the hell up out of Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if we can play this or see if this is something you can play. But yeah, this is already posted, so we don't got to worry about nothing. Yeah, this is see if we can play the audio.
Coordinator, the one who brought together two killers, Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith, when young Dolph was shot and killed in broad daylight at a Memphis cookie shop.
Fair use, by the way.
It's alleged he then worked to help them clean up their mess, all with the idea he would get a cut of the $100,000 bounty on young Dolph.
When you hear all of the evidence, and when you hear all of the videos and look at all the photos and exhibits, you will see the consequences of Govan's actions. Violence, death, loss.
But Govan's attorney told the jury Cornelius Smith, who has been cooperative with prosecutors, isn't a credible source, that he's out to protect himself, painting Govan as the fall guy in this case.
People that are labeled as nobodies I will not tolerate it. He needs to be fought for. He is your peer.
Prosecutors say Hernandez Govan was the coordinator, the one who brought together two killers, Justin Johnson and Cornelia Smith, when young Dolph was shot and killed in broad daylight at a Memphis cookie shop. It's alleged he then worked to help them clean up their mess, all with the idea he would get a cut of the $100,000 bounty on young Dolph.
When you hear all of the evidence,
I think it's starting over, my bad. But yeah, so my thing is this though, this guy has been found not guilty. You know what I'm saying? Sucks. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not true, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is the one video right here, and I'm gonna play this last part saying this is what he plans to do now that he's thankful and he's ready to get the hell on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see if we can play some of it. Some of it's on mute. But I know we're gonna see if we can. I think the attorneys and stuff are speaking on. Let me see if I can play some of it. Let's see. Yeah.
Comes through. I'm always on edge because there's cases I thought I would have won easily, and the jurors just get swayed by the publicity and the media. It's been so one-sided, calling him a mastermind. The press has been going crazy because only the DA talks. And that's the problem with our system, is because they make such a good first impression saying everybody's guilty that it's hard to get a fair trial. But thank God we got jurors. They took hundreds of pages of notes, and it didn't take them, what, 2 hours to figure out this was all.
I gotta admit, dog, I kind of go back on my statement. This guy seems like a good attorney. No disrespect. That's all I'm saying.
Garbage.
And they virtually echoed everything that he said in closing. And they were very critical that anyone could be locked up that long and didn't have the resources to defend themselves. The jurors said that. They echoed that. And the guy said, I am offended. I'm offended by this. And he said, and he was disappointed in Mulroy. And that's your elected official. That's my elected official because I live here. And you just go and do something.
You called that tough.
Wow, man, this is really hard to watch too, especially, but homie here, I think this is where he actually speaks. Let me see.
Have my life back.
What's the first thing you plan to do?
Go hug my son.
Mr. Govan, you haven't smiled all this week, but obviously you have a lot to smile about. Just tell me just about what you're feeling in right now.
Like I said, it's kind of hard to explain the feeling of getting your life back, just from 12 people, so I'm just blessed, and I'm just ready to go see my son.
What was going through your head when you were waiting for the verdict this morning?
Nervousness, of course, it's natural, but I got a team around me that was very confident and supportive, so without them, it wouldn't be no me. I just want to thank again Manny, Robert, Haley, Beth, Handel, Contrell, Leanne, and just everybody that played a part in proving my innocence.
You heard your attorney say if you're black and poor in Memphis, this is what happens. What would be your words of advice?
Leave Memphis.
Yeah, wow.
Do you plan on leaving Memphis, sir?
Of course.
Was there any point throughout the week?
Yeah, so pretty much he already knows. The thing is, while legally he may be off the books, or out of the legal system, out of that situation, there's a lot of people that is in Memphis that probably think differently, if I had to guess, right? Okay. Let me finish up this last little bit of the article, and then we will wrap this up for the night. So yeah, pretty much where we at real quick. Says Govan was facing charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and an attempted murder. A jury of 5 men and 7 women acquitted the 45-year-old of all charges right here. So pretty much, I know he should be thankful because he was facing, obviously that's going to be a long time. It says, thankful to the juries for getting it right and getting my life back. We've already kind of discussed that part. It says, though Govan was not accused of pulling the trigger, prosecutors accused that man of directing Justin Johnson and Cornelia Smith to carry out the shooting. Johnson was convicted in 2024 and sentenced to life, in prison for his involvement in young Dolph's slaying. Smith was admitted to being involved in an ambush and is still facing murder and conspiracy charges. Wow, so he's got other charges up on him, so he ain't done yet. Prosecutors said Young Dolph's murder stemmed from his feud with Yo Gotti and his record label Collective Music Group, a.k.a. Cocaine Music Group. Yeah, he don't go by that anymore. Says while testifying in Goldman's trial, Smith claimed that Yo Gotti's older brother, Anthony Big Juke Mims, had put a $100,000 hit on to Young Dolph. It says Smith said that Goldman recruited him and Johnson to carry out the murder, promising to give them $40,000 each while he took a $20,000 cut. Let's see. Yeah, so that'd be 80, then 60, 70. Yeah, I got you. So that's 80, 90, 100. So Smith told the jury he only received $800 for the shooting. Says in 2024, Mims was fatally shot outside, and this is Young Dolph's brother, of Memphis restaurant. Goldman's attorney painted Smith as an unreliable witness, stating that the charge his account multiple times throughout the case and was eager to strike a deal in an attempt to reduce his sentence. They also questioned the phone records that probably proved Goldman was involved with plotting with Young Dolph's murder. Goldman's legal team acknowledged there was communication between their client and Smith, but none of the exchanges tied Goldman to the attack of Young Dolph. So, I mean, no matter how you slice it and dice it, I'm going to put myself back on the mainstream. Look like his attorneys pulled it off, you know? And I think I've heard that even some of them were working for free, but I'm sure they're going to get a nice bag somehow. I wouldn't be surprised, but I mean, I think that's what they got on the terms of things right here. But other than that, man, I've been on this joint for like an hour and 1 minute. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up for the night. I got myself back on the main screen. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. We talked Lil Nas X situation with the 4 felonies and him walking naked. We did an update on L.A. Reid. He loses an attorney, and right now in his SA case, looks like he has no legal representation, but I'm pretty sure that will change. And then we just did also Joe Budden giving his thoughts on Cardi B's Imaginary Players, which I kind of gave my thoughts on that as well. And also, we wrapped it up with Young Dolph's murder. The person who was apparently behind the hit or was given the run to do it, looks like he's been found not guilty. So, you know, sometimes that's how the cards fall. But other than that, man, I've been on this joint for an hour and 1 minute. Let's go and wrap things up for tonight. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you know. And if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones. And what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional trial hauls. Y'all know this is Music Monday. I'll be back live again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. But until then, smash that like button, sub up, sign up for the Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the comment section. It's free to sign up. Well, of course, we continue the sneaker talk, and we got a food section, a sports section, you name it, man. So we got a little bit of everything over there for everybody. So if you guys are pretty much want to make sure we stay up on top of this joint, pretty much I'll be there if you don't see me putting the content out. And other than that, man, I'll see you guys again on Wednesday, and I am officially out this thing, man. Peace.
my heart remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is close to December. Open my heart remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking it right now. Hope I'm a crystal